Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We celebrate.
G'day guys and welcome back to another episode of the Jamo and Dylan Show. Today is a different type of episode because we've pushed all the breakup stuff aside and we've gone with cheeky worst wedding stories.
There's a few sent in, mate.
There is. There's some that we are really looking forward to sharing with you guys, and that will come a little bit later in the episode. So we'll just run up with what we have, in our notes throughout the week, what we've been getting up to, and then we'll roll on to the fun stuff in the second half. Christmas spirit deal. Happy 1st of December, mate.
December 1st, mate. What a time of the year.
Great time of the year. One of my favourite times of the year, and I strongly believe it's from my childhood, like my family, whether it was mum, dad, auntie, grandma, like the Christmas spirit was just, forced down our throats, but
Embedded.
in a good way.
I agree. It's one of the best things that you can be a part of.
Christmas is such a special thing.
Brings everyone together, bro.
Even if you don't believe in the premise behind it, the actual day itself and the giving nature of it is so special. So I just felt the Christmas spirit today. I woke up, Evan sent a message to the group chat saying happy 1st of December.
Trees are up today.
I was driving here this morning from Grace's place and I saw 3 motorbikes and 1 convertible on the highway that all had Christmas decorations on.
I feel like Christmas is hitting this year.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like culturally it wasn't as significant. It always is, but I feel like this year it's really on a comeback run.
Yeah.
And people have started early. I feel like Christmas has been happening since November.
Yeah.
It's good, bro. I love it.
Dad set up the house and it always looks really nice. I went over to Mum's the other day. She set up the house, looks really nice. It's just great time of year, like we said, but the spirit is hitting.
It's here this year. This is going to be an all-time Christmas.
I reckon the same.
100%, bro.
You're right. There was a couple years there where, for us at least, maybe the age we're at as well.
Yeah.
It was kind of losing its significance a little bit.
I think there was a bit of like political correctness. Companies had to say like happy holidays instead of, I don't know. It got weird, bro. But I think the world's, set a bit better these days and we can enjoy these times with the family.
Order
and
is
friends.
being restored. Yeah.
Yes. So Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
It'll be a good month.
Good few weeks, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll be catching up with Rog in a couple of weeks for basically like my birthday thing.
Yeah, yep.
It's
going to be a good day at the races.
A small little thing for my birthday, and then it's my sister's birthday.
Yep.
Then you've got your niece and... Is it just your niece's birthday?
My niece and then my sister-in-law, day apart.
Crazy.
They have the same... One of them has the same birthday as Bridie, I think. Is she the
17th.
16th or 7th?
17th, yeah.
I think they're the 16th and 17th.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I felt like the most drained I ever have this week, Dill.
Big week of work, eh?
Yeah, so I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, I had a haircut, played soccer, but it was still like a very packed day, edited as well. And then Friday morning, I woke up at 4 a.m., went to work.
Like waking up early?
Nah, I hate it. It's terrible. I don't understand how people do it, but like, I guess you and I are just programmed to wake up later in the day and finish our days later as well. And then we went out on a Friday night.
Yep.
So, I worked 8.5 hours during the day, got home, basically just got ready, and then met you guys
Out we
at
go.
Ed's. Yeah.
We had a little pub crawl.
It was a great night.
It was a good night.
Really enjoyable stuff. Good memories, and I'd love to do it again.
Yeah.
We had one of the worst beers we've ever had in our life.
I'm not sure what that was because we were told it was
Cheeky
Monkey, but it wasn't. Because then when I went back into the room, like the little sign was, maybe it said West Coast something. I don't know. But the happy hour beer that we had at the first stop was terrible.
Yeah.
Shocking. The 3 of us were all like, no, this sucks. 4 of us said. And then Dalton didn't get one. He got a different drink. He tried it and goes, yeah, something's wrong with that.
Yeah, so all 5 of us tried it and it wasn't great. It was weird because the girl that served me charged me $3 more.
Yeah.
Said that it was the happy hour beer, but gave me Cheeky Monkey.
Yeah.
So maybe we did get Cheeky Monkey, but it was supposed to be the other one.
Who knows, bro? But whatever was in that barrel was not it.
Bad batch.
Yeah. That's that bottom of the barrel right there.
So we were really hungover the next day.
Oh, yeah. I was destroyed yesterday, but like you pushed through.
Yeah. Terrible scenes for us, but like it was good fun and it was worth it. And then throughout the day, Dad won some tickets to the races, so I spent the day at the races with him. And there was I'm just going to highlight one person. There was a lot of people who annoyed me yesterday, but I'm going to just highlight
Rowdy
one.
day, wasn't it? You said.
Very rowdy. There was fights going on. There was a lot of people there's Christmas parties and just people writing themselves off.
That was something we encountered on Friday night. Basically everywhere was sectioned off. Christmas parties galore.
Which is great. It's a good time of the year. When I walked into the races, there was a girl that yelled out, "Oh, it's Dylan and Jamo." Mm-hmm. Well, it's one of them.
Yep.
And you mustn't watch that much if they're flipped around. You would just know. Then later on in the day, just nagging people sitting behind Dad and I, just like yapping. Whether it was about the podcast or not, it was just
in your ear.
Yeah. Then there's about half an hour to go in the day, and this girl starts screaming, "Dylan! Dylan!"
But like to the point where you're thinking like, fuck.
I didn't turn around because I was like, until you say my name, like the correct one, I'm not going to turn around. Figured out, obviously, that she was saying the wrong name. Jamo! I'm like, oh, fuck me. I turn around. Oh, who've you got your money on for this race?
Okay.
I told her.
Yep.
I said, I've got it on number 1 for this race. And this was the big race of the day. Overpass was like the star horse in the race. And that's the one that I picked. And then she goes, oh, so you picked the favourites. Overpass wins the race.
Yep.
I turn back. She goes, thanks for the tip.
Jeez.
Fuck.
The attitude.
Horrible. And I don't even know if she put money on it or not. Or maybe that was just...
The attitude on it.
But screaming people with no respect.
Yep.
Shove it up, yeah.
Just scream. Was your dad thinking, like, did he give you a bit of a side eye?
Dad didn't even know what she was saying. So he didn't realise...
Oh, because he's just hearing this sound.
Yeah, and there was so many sounds like that were just honestly infuriating.
One of them days, eh?
And yeah, already because of the days that I had and the week leading up to it. It was Black Friday week, basically. Yep. And the nature of my work is we're selling a lot of stuff that's on sale for Black Friday. So everyone has a lot of hours that week. And it's pretty like mentally draining. Like you asked, what was harder, your old job or your new job? And I'm like, well, physically my old job, mentally probably this one. I had to drop off Grace and pick her up from a place. And I just assumed, like we hadn't discussed where it was. So in my head, I was like, oh, probably in the city.
Middle of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, it was like up near towards Joondalup. So for me, that's like a big drive. On the way there, dropping her, I was like starting to fall asleep. I'm thinking, nah, this isn't good.
Oh, I hate when you're dozing like one of thems. Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, maybe I need some food into me. I don't know if it's going to make me feel sleepier or like
but
more up and about. I need something. And I've been seeing this thing on TikTok a little bit lately, and I've had them before. They're called spice bags.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them. I've never had one, but it's everywhere.
So an Irish dish that Irish people have made up from Chinese menus, but Chinese menus differ a fair bit over there.
Yeah.
Theirs is more like...
They have chips and stuff. They love it.
Yeah, theirs is like a whiter Chinese.
And it's just like a basic curry sauce.
Yeah,
over
but the curry
top.
sauce, that's not a Chinese thing.
No. Theirs is like just an adaptation of some Asian foods and they put it together. Yeah.
So when I was in England, at the back end of the trip with Grace, the last couple of days, I tried one.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. It's great, right? Then came here and I found one in Perth City, which was decent. I can't remember what it was called. Maybe like Cheeky Chinese or something like that. It was right in the middle of the city. Tried that one time a couple of months ago and it was quite good. And then I saw this one kept popping up in Kundula.
Yep.
Which is in the middle of nowhere for me, like up in... But I was up around that area,
like,
so I thought, let's go try it. I'm like, gee, that's a steep price. I was like, $38 for the spice box.
Okay, that's a lot. Big ting?
I'm thinking, this is ridiculous. Comes out in like an extra large pizza box.
Yep.
Filled to the brim.
Yep.
I think it feeds 4 people.
Okay.
The price is actually good if you've got more people.
Yeah.
I was completely unaware. And if I was to go back, I wish I could get quarter size.
Yeah.
Anyway, very good. But it's so funny that spice bags have just been made up by Irish people that virtually have nothing to do with Chinese.
And now it's kind of
food.
taken over.
Yeah.
It's very popular.
because they're big over there. And then I know that there's a lot of Irish people in Perth, and then they request it, and then the more demand, the more times it gets made, and it's a good. Like, I reckon you'd enjoy it. But
I'll have to give one a go.
My one last night, it had so many different things. It even had like spring rolls.
Nice.
So it had like spring rolls, these chicken pieces, chips, curry sauce,
Rice,
vegetables.
veggies.
My one last night didn't have rice.
Oh, really? No rice?
Half do, half don't. Because some are like salt and pepper chips or salt and pepper chicken, right? And they're so good, man. It's so unhealthy, but it's so good.
But it's the one?
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
I probably ate, okay, let's say there's 100% of the box.
Maybe you and Rog should go for it the next time.
He won't want to. I reckon he's got something against it. He does this whenever we like something. He always takes the other side.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Runt.
Oh, he's a little mutt. And we'll get on to him and his friends later.
Yeah, bro.
Pop them here. Anyway, so I had the spice bag, well, the spice box.
Yeah.
And it was massive. And I probably ate, I felt like I ate a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably 40% of the box.
Yeah. You just couldn't get through it.
No way, man. Anyway, so then I'm driving home and it didn't help. I was just felt even more tired. Got home and then Grace's thing was just like a dinner. So she wasn't out for that long.
Before you know it, you're back on the road, mate.
Yeah, I had an hour and 10-minute nap. Woke up delirious thinking like, have I slept for 2 days, 3 days?
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, all right. Has the nap helped? Got back in the car, even more tired.
Yeah.
To the point where it was dangerous. Got to Grace, and then the last from where the thing was to where her house is was like 28-minute drive.
Longest drive ever?
Mate.
Longest 28?
Mate, I don't know how I got through. Got a good sleep last night, hit the sack. I actually had Optus Sport on my phone watching the Nottingham Forest Ipswich game.
Nice.
And then
Our boys Ipswich.
there was a ding on my phone, and then Dill Buckley was messaging saying, oh, Chris Wood scores again, what a superstar. And we've all got him in our fantasy teams. So I woke up for that goal, and I'm like, fuck, I need sleep. Finally slept. Now I'm up, I'm here, I'm ready to go. But it's been a big week.
That's a big week, mate.
Big
Big
week.
Black Friday week.
Speaking of Black Friday, got that new camera and I've been loving it. Been doing heaps of like little vlogs and stuff, and I'm sure when we have a fun day, a special day, I'll pull it out and we can do a
Seems
vlog
very
for
versatile.
the people. Yeah, very versatile and like just easy
Quality's
to
nice.
use. So yeah, been loving that. DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
It's got a long battery on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how it's kind of like a selfie stick almost?
Oh, is that a battery?
Sounds so cringe. Yeah, you put it in and then it's a battery, but there's 2 or 3 different lengths you can do. And then it's also got its own battery of its own. So yeah, battery life's no problem. The amount of space on my SD cards is no problem. It's just perfect for easy, quick content that. So yeah, been loving that. And let's get on to what happened last night. So Rognetta, Uniball, Physio, we knew a few people there, and we were asking him questions in the group chat about how the night was going, and he was just sending us videos.
When he drinks, he just can't string a sentence together.
Yeah.
He can't respond to questions. You have to ask the same thing 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, but is he like that just through text? I feel like in real life he's okay.
Yeah, I think it's just through text. He's quite difficult to text in those moments.
Ignorant.
And he just sends random videos. Last night, a couple weird ones, like his mate did a interesting bowling thing, and
then we
spoke
didn't
some
understand
gypsy curses, bro.
Yeah, we didn't understand the language.
I don't know what he was speaking in.
Then it was like a weekend or 2 ago, he sent us a voice message from one of his friends, and it sounded like Josh Giddey, like a...
Yeah, they I don't know, like, the only one I haven't heard speaks Paul.
Yeah, and look, Paul, we've done a ranking system
He's
of
my
the
favourite,
3.
I think.
Yeah,
Because he hasn't annoyed me.
No. Paul has been quite innocent in the whole
Yeah.
thing.
But when they meet up, they wear the same clothes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So like 2 weeks ago, they went out. Rog sent a selfie with the boys, and they all had on jorts
And black Uniqlo
with a
tees.
black Uniqlo tee. So it's good that they coordinate that. Do
I-
you reckon we'll ever meet them?
We will. And I can't... Can I wait for the day or not?
I think it'll be elite. I hope. Imagine it's just random, like we just bump in at Carousel or something.
Or should we arrange it?
Yeah, that could be fun. But it'd be nice to have this lifelong rivalry and never meet them.
True. Or we could still meet them and have the rivalry the whole time we're with them.
Yeah.
Like, it can be friendly, but it's also like, fucking hate
Everything's a competition.
you. Well, that's what it
Beer
is.
pong.
I got really angry the other week when we were Rog likes to do this thing where even when we're with him and they're talking in his group
He
chat,
likes to let us speak through him.
he'll hand the phone over and we can message them and stuff.
He's an instigator.
Yeah,
I think he loves it.
Little prick. But yeah, he basically, his uni friends said, oh, like he's better friends with us or something.
Yeah, it probably is. But you know what? We're here for the long haul, mate.
We are. Hey, boys, uni guys, Paul, Tom and Oscar, have you asked him about his ranking system? Because I wonder where you sit on that.
I hope they're not above us.
Pricks. They're not. The last 3 times I've asked, I've kept it in my head. I've been really, really wary of where we are and they are.
Yeah.
We're always at 2.
Yeah, we usually hold that spot.
Always at 2.
I don't know how, bro. We're the greatest thing that's ever happened to that kid.
Don't know how one's at 1, to be honest, but that's another story. And they're always around like the 4 mark.
Yeah.
So catch up, lads.
We'll see how we go.
We're going to try and buy him or something.
I wonder if we'll ever be 1. I think we could get to a 1 day.
I feel like we are, and he just doesn't want to admit it because he has this thing in his head, like
He loves the game.
he always thinks that we're busy all the time.
Yeah.
He thinks because we have girlfriends, we have no time for him.
I feel like he's the one who never wants to do anything, bro.
Facts.
Like, look, is he even giving me a lift on Thursday?
Oh yeah, I'll do an update there as well. So Thursday night, prime time, 7:30 p.m, Hartfield Park.
Yeah, no.
Dylan
probs.
and Rog coming down to watch myself and the workmates play 6-a-side soccer.
I'm excited.
We're on a great string of form at the moment, a good run. A few weeks unbeaten. The ladder hasn't been updated yet, so hopefully it'll be done before that game.
Yeah,
And
so
then
you
we
know
can
where you're at.
Yeah.
How long's left now? Couple weeks?
I think it finishes like mid-Jan.
A few left still.
Yeah. Maybe like 6-7 weeks left.
Yeah.
But we have a week off during Christmas as well.
Nice.
Excited, but no star defender on Thursday. So that's my big concern is that.
Yep.
We'll have no bench, so it will be just pure fitness on display or lack of.
How's the temp looking Thursday?
Let's see what Thursday night's looking like.
27.
Okay,
Sunny.
or cloudy?
Sunny. That's
Oh,
good.
that's
That's
beautiful.
great. That's
Beautiful.
great weather.
And at night time, at 7:30, that'll
Drops
be like
to-
22.
Yeah. Bit of wind.
Nice.
Nice. That's perfect, actually.
Beautiful.
Doesn't
Looking
get
forward
much
to
better
that.
than that.
Why don't Rog Uni mates come down?
Yeah, they can come. Not in the car with me, though. Rog's bringing me. They can find their own way there.
Is Rog actually bringing you or no?
Well, yeah, I want him to.
But he said
just
no?
drive past. You know, he said he's happy to. He just wants to get home at a reasonable time. It's like, well, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. Now, this movie, Jamo. I've heard a lot about it.
Okay.
Rave reviews. It's at a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. And then a few of Carly's families watched it. Her brother really loved it. The dad liked it up until a certain point. The mum didn't love it. Right? Paul and Anna weren't the biggest fans
Very
overall.
mixed. Yeah.
So me and Carly were like, let's watch it. You know, it's just come on Prime or whatever. We'll sit down, we'll watch it. Demi Moore as the main actress with Margaret Qualley, young actress. The movie was, and then on IMDb, it's about a 7.4 at the moment, right? I think it won Cannes Best Film or some shit. It says that. So, you know, you have high expectations. I'm thinking, understand, let's watch this movie. I reckon 3/4 of it was fairly decent. Sits at sort of, I would put it like 7.75 range, right? So that's a decent movie. Maybe pushing it at 8 some points, you know, fighting in that range. And I think the last 20 to 30 minutes of it was terrible.
Ruined the whole first
I think it
three.
ruined it. And it's one of those things where I think the director's trying to be deep, you know, trying to be artistic and show that.
Oh, I've got a question.
And I completely understand what they were doing. I studied this film after to make sure I got it because I was like, oh, it's blaringly obvious. And I was thinking, is there a deeper meaning? There wasn't really. And I think they've ruined it. It was a weird ending. And I don't know why. I get why they did it, but I don't think they had to do it at all.
If you could have written the ending, would it have been better?
For sure, bro. 100%. I think
So,
a simple ending would have been better.
is it the director's fault or the writer's fault? The writer writes, the director directs.
Writer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the writer's fault.
We need to find the writer's name.
Yeah.
Send him a nasty email.
Yeah.
Maybe not nasty. Just say you've
Just
butchered
say like
that.
you butchered the last
You
25%
butchered
of
what
the
could have
film,
been
bro.
a good film.
Yeah. Because that's what Carly's dad said to me. He goes, it was good, and then he goes, oh, the ending's like just funny, like kind of ruins it. And I was thinking,
Right.
oh, that's an interesting way. 'Cause it's like a sort of, it's not a horror movie, but it's a lesser version of that.
Right.
And I was like, well, how can that be a funny ending?
Yeah.
It's just a weird ending.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of monsters. You know what I mean?
Oh, neither am I.
And I'm not sure why I was in the film. So watch it at your own peril, I guess.
Yeah.
Some people love it. A lot of people love
You
it.
had me up until the last quarter
don't
of
love
the
it,
movie.
yeah.
So, waste of my time.
Rotten Tomatoes 90%, far too high. IMDb 7.4. I think I'll give it a 7, but that's a decent range.
I've got a bone to pick. Oh shit! Sorry, I've got a bone to pick with Rotten Tomatoes.
It's not right.
No. Sometimes they give bang average movies like 95%.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it happens a lot with
where the
Rotten
hell was
Tomatoes,
that?
bro.
And then sometimes they give good movies like a 30%, and I'm thinking, what have you got against it?
Yep.
It's like they have their own agenda.
Yep. It's terrible.
Just wanted to quickly give a shout out to 05 Avenue, who've supplied me and you with this t-shirt here.
I'll grab the little hat.
Yeah, go grab the hat. So these boys are based in Melbourne. They've started this brand at 05 Avenue. Really nice dudes.
It's actually nice quality. Sorry, it's nice quality.
There we go. So there, Dylan has the hat on display. He's popped it on his head, and that's
It's a
actually
nice colour.
that's a nice cream color on the front. It has
It's a nice
05.
I like it.
That actually is good.
And I like when they have this backing
Yeah.
over the Velcro. I like the old school, the clip, you
Yeah.
know? That's nice.
Proper.
Yeah, 05, boy.
That's good.
05.
05 Avenue.
Nice. Nice colorway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Cream summery.
Yes.
I can imagine you at the beach with that hat.
I might take it to the beach next time I go. There you go. I'll
And
tag him, bro.
And one thing that I like about this shirt, you can't really see it from where I am now, but the fit of it is just quite nice.
Yeah. It's the collar test. We always say
The collar
it too.
test, and also fashion people, they call it the silhouette. And the silhouette,
boy.
bro,
Nice.
the silhouette of this shirt is boxy and fits me nice.
Yeah.
And
You got to be happy with that.
it's quite hard for me to find shirts that I do like the fit of. So shout out to those boys. We appreciate you.
One of the all-time fans,
All right.
Mr. Bevs.
Shout out.
G'day, boys. You talk about Entourage a lot. One of the absolute greatest shows. Rewatching for the 6th time now. Respect, bro. If you had to choose who you would both, Rog and Brandon, be in the show, who would it be? Options are Vince E,
Just come this way. a little
Drama
bit.
Turtle,
Yeah.
no Ari. So it's only the 4 main. So Rambo is...
It's interesting because Rambo has loved the show and he's watched it recently, and
Yeah.
he's Ari Gold to a T.
Yeah, but we're saying we can't
Yeah.
pick him.
Wait,
but
so-
I want to pick him.
Wait, so us two, Rog and Rambo,
Yeah.
as the 4. It's too hard, man.
I think Rambo's Ari, so I'm going to break the rules,
Yeah,
unfortunately. Turtle... I don't think any of them are like Turtle.
I'm trying to think of our friend
Rog's an
group.
E.
Rog's E, yeah. I think we've always said that Rog's E.
Yeah, Rog is E-like. Which is a compliment. He gets Sloan. Like, it's a great prize.
I don't want this to be a cop-out, but I feel as though that the Entourage characters are so uniquely themselves. Like, who's Johnny Drama?
Yeah. Well, Rambo is delusional like Johnny Drama, but I wouldn't say he's like him in any other aspect.
No.
That's the thing.
Johnny cooks the boys food. You know, he's ambitious.
Yeah. He's like he's your battler.
Yeah, he always plays second fiddle.
Yeah. But he's got a good heart.
He does.
Johnny.
Heart of gold. And then a little spoiler here, click off if you don't want to see it, but eventually he finds his lane and he dominates. He smashes it.
It's crazy when he fight. Like, you feel so
Happy,
satisfied
joyful
for him.
inside.
Yeah, it's elite. It's elite.
So sorry for not answering that properly, but feel free to let us know who you guys think that we may be.
All right. Well, we've got a voice message, and then we'll move on to the wedding confessions.
Definitely. Let's do it.
We hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the potty, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
All right, first VM of the week, dude. Let's go.
Hey boys, I'm learning Spanish and I reckon you should too. Now, what I want to do is each week give you a word or maybe 2 words, you let me know. By the end of it, be able to say a pretty basic sentence in Spanish, like ordering a coffee, or, you can pick the sentence if you want. And we'll go from there. Cheers. Let me know.
Love it.
We'll accept the challenge.
We'll
We're happy to
accept
play
it.
this game with you.
Dylan and I were talking pre-podcast about this, and I've always been very strong on the fact that if I had to learn another language, it would be Spanish.
It's versatile.
It's versatile.
You need it.
It seems pretty simple. I think it sounds cool.
Yep.
And, if I am to travel to Spain, in Europe, you can use it. South America, widely, you can use it.
Yep. It's also
even
like
some islands.
close to a lot of other languages and it
Exactly.
helps. So yeah.
I think that's the language I would choose. I have done a little bit of Duolingo on it
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I've done a bit of Duolingo for it.
Just some basic words and sentences, but I would love to learn through this guy every episode just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Just give us some words and we can learn, and I reckon that we can make something special.
All right, let's move on to the big confessions this week.
Welcome to Wedding Stories with Jamo and Dylan. All right, so basically, wedding stories, I have only ever been to 2 weddings that I can remember.
I think I've been to, I want to say 3.
Yeah.
I think 3.
First wedding, I walked down the aisle. It was my parents' wedding. It happened when
Yep.
I was like 2 years old or something like that.
First was my brother's. I think I was about 13.
Yep.
It was elite time.
The last wedding I went to, I don't think can be topped until one of our weddings.
Okay.
So you know about it. It's the one that happened in the hills with some workmates. It was incredible. Like the money that was in this wedding, the way it looked, everything was just so positive.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single negative about it.
Yeah.
I was genuinely blown away. I came home that night thinking, well, that was the best day of their lives.
Yeah.
Like that was simply incredible. So that wedding will always be
Right there.
number 1. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about the
Talking about
worst
the low range ones, bro.
the bad stories, the funny stories. And let's start with our first. Probably not good enough for the potty, but chucking it in anyway. Well, it's good enough for us, mate. Fresh 18 years old. My sister's wedding, down 10 exports before the wedding party even got back from photos. Carried on sinking more and more, and later moved on to pre-mix Bundy and Cola. I was turning one on.
So he's doing Emu Export
Yep.
and Premix Bundy.
Yep.
Lovely
Says it all.
choices, mate.
All finished by midnight, and I headed home with my brother with his misso to stay at their place. I woke up at around 2 a.m. to a chunky vomit pile in the bed and proceed to get my phone out and video it. We'll send the video as proof. Yuck. Still blind drunk, I strip the bed and chuck everything in the washing machine. Wake up in the morning to the bedding in the washing machine with vomit chunks spread all throughout it, and the whole washing machine drum was just lined with vomit. The head noise was insane. It was me that vomited, by the way.
See, now, we included this as an example of just a shit story.
Yes.
So now, see how we asked for the worst wedding story? That story is actually not really to do with the wedding. That's
No.
just called a hangover, bro.
That's just you not being able to handle what you've done.
That's one of the worst stories I've heard. You've just told us about a night you've got drunk
Yeah.
and nothing else about it.
No, we said
Like,
worst wedding
What
stories.
the fuck you on about, bro?
Has nothing to do with the
Nothing
wedding.
to do with the wedding. It's just this is the story. I drank Emu Export and Bundy and then I threw up. And he sent that in, bro. What are you doing, mate?
It's funny because he's
Honestly.
trying to help us out with
Oh,
content.
and I appreciate it, bro, but fuck me. Like, crazy.
Just keep that in mind for next time, mate.
All
Cheers.
right. One of my best friends was getting married, and I had a 4-week-old baby. Of note, my son was born with a heart defect and required hourly small feeds. On the invitation, it said no children, which I understand, but I thought for sure that meant toddlers, not newborns who were breastfed. I clarified and she said, sorry, that also means babies, and that I could leave my baby in the hotel room with my mum and go and check on him for feeds. And if she allowed me to bring my baby, then everyone else would be upset. So I've declined the invitation and we haven't spoken since. You know, I understand why. I understand both perspectives.
I
But at
agree.
the end of the day, like, if they don't want kids at their wedding, then there's no way around it. Like,
it's their wedding, not yours. It's their
Unfortunate,
rules, not yours. So, look, you didn't go. There's probably some bad blood there. You haven't spoken,
Yep.
right? You've lost that.
It doesn't need
friendship.
to be. It sounds like, you know, it was over something that didn't
girl-
have to happen.
The girl whose wedding it was actually offered a solution, although it is a frustrating one.
Still a solution.
It's still a solution. The hotel, I assume, isn't far from where the wedding venue
Grandma
is.
was there.
It's probably there. Like,
And yeah, like, you know, you have a newborn and I'm sure you want to be there for a particularly
Yeah.
sick one. And I get that. But like she said, if she makes one exception, right, then think about all the other people who've hired babysitters and they're going to think, well, what the fuck's this?
well, this is what babysitters were invented for, to look after kids in moments where you
Yeah.
want to have fun.
Yeah, look, I understand both perspectives, but I don't think they've done anything wrong by
You know
saying
what? You're
you
wrong.
can't.
Nah. It
It's
is
their
what
rules,
it
it's
is.
their wedding, their money.
When I was 12, I thought the flower throwing thing for the ladies was Marks Up, like the footy game.
Nice.
So Marks Up is like king of the pack over here in
Yeah,
Perth.
King of the Pack, we'll call it.
Jack in the Pack, some people call it too.
King of the Pack's the best name for that. There's no doubt about it.
Marks Up, Markers Up.
King of the Pack, bro. King of the Pack.
That's the most prestige name.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
most prestigious name
Yeah.
there. I do understand Marks Up.
I understand
you
Marks
take the
Up.
mark, you go up.
Mark is up, no.
Yep.
And Jack in the Pack, I don't know.
It's
I
like
don't
it's
really
a
get
fun.
it. I guess it's a play on
it's
the
a
words.
kid name.
Yeah.
It's a kid name.
But King of the Pack, that's the one.
Yeah, but that's quite funny. You know, he's 12 years old, rocks up to the wedding, and he goes, "Oh, the girls are playing King of the Pack with the flowers."
Yep.
Good fun.
Lads, worst wedding story. I was a couple months off turning 18 and my cousin was having a farm wedding. Ceremony was nice, but then I got to the reception and there was an open bar. Huge mistake. I thought it was a brave idea going drink for drink with my farmer uncle. I was already in a state, then my cousin found a bottle of red wine and told me that you can scull red wine and nothing happens. People just drink wine for the taste. In my state, I thought it was a great idea and ended up sculling the whole bottle. Then I tried to hit the D floor, and this is where it went downhill. As Eagle Rock was playing, while trying to put my pants down, I tripped and fell over, giving myself a bloody nose. Mum then found me and put me in the recovery position, while I proceeded to vomit up everything on the ride back to my auntie's house. She lives on a farm close. I get back to bed in the middle of the night, try to go to the toilet. Unbeknownst to me, I was pissing in my cousin's room at the end of the bed. Luckily, he didn't wake up, and Mum stopped me. And this is him
Oh my god, in a haystack.
in the haystack, bro.
That's pretty funny, actually. Oh my god.
We've got some videos. We won't show them. Well, I don't know if we can, but elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that happened at a wedding.
Yeah, and that's a much better version of the first one.
Yeah.
Way
And had
better.
videos too.
Yeah, yeah. So we take that.
This one's actually craziest thing my ex did, but we're going to include it anyway.
Nice.
You know, why not? Okay, craziest thing my ex did. I found out that he cheated on me and I kicked him out. He took a few weeks to grab everything, and the last time he came to pick up all of his stuff, he begged me to have sex with him. I said no, I told him to leave. He then stood up, took his raging hard penis out of his pants, looked at it, looked at me, and said, "I know you want it." I proceeded to tell him to leave. He then pulls his pants up, tells me he fucked his ex anyway, and leaves. I was so grossed out and also amused.
Well, lucky he's an ex, eh?
Yes, and it seems like she has a new
My
man.
God, bro.
There we are. Hopefully treats you better.
A bit better than that, yeah. Boys, I just got to say, On the Way to Dunsborough could be the greatest song to grace my ears. When this beautiful song started to play, I was indeed on my way to Dunsborough and has forever changed my perspective on life. Thanks so much.
That's actually incredible. Little goosebumps there, just from a little fun, I guess, like homage to
Yeah.
Leavers, because
a beautiful time.
just the making of it was so like raw and real. And I mean, 2017 was the year we went down to Dunsborough and experienced that for the first time.
It's crazy, bro.
I remember I wrote the chorus and like half a verse before we went down, and then I finished it the next year before we went down to Leavers, and then that's when I got you to do your verse, which is just historic.
It was an elite time.
Historic.
Elite.
Dill actually wrote the
I think the first verse.
first verse, so
Yeah.
On the way to Duns. Yeah, so chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Songwriters. We used to do a few different songs back in the day.
But that one's
Good fun.
that one's the best one.
Yeah,
that
that's
one's elite.
the holy grail, the pinnacle. And I'll never forget that year and the year after when people were indeed going down to Dunsborough and sending us videos of them listening to it in the car. Just, that must be what, like, you know, Drake sees when he goes on Instagram and everyone's using his songs. Kanye's going on Instagram, everyone's using his songs. Did you see Northwest's song the other day?
Any good?
Crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking a bit too deep into it, but it was about bombs and Japan.
Okay.
So put two and two together, a historic event that happened in Japan. So I don't know what she's saying.
Neither. I need to know what she's saying.
It's in Japanese. Let me just search up Northwest.
Translated?
What's it called? The song...
Was it just bomb?
Bomb? Okay, Northwest bomb song lyrics. Put some hot sauce on my Doritos, baby. Put some hot sauce on my Cheetos, baby. Why my feet smell like Fritos, baby? Do you want some tacos, baby? I'm not Superman, I cannot save you. Cross my dad, I just took his ankles. My grandma fat, she ain't got no ankles. They say I'm going up like a bomb. I'm about to blow up like a bomb, whatever. And then it's all in. So let me translate this.
Yep.
So let's translate this verse and go Japanese to English. And then pop that in, paste. Good morning, hello. Good morning, hello. My name is North. My name is North.
Yep.
Okay. And basically she's saying, I'm the bomb.
Yep.
I'm the bomb. I don't know why there had to be a Japanese section in the bomb song.
Yeah.
Because judging from these lyrics, no, sorry, that's me looking up spice bags, my bad. Chicago West, Northwest, and YS. Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign.
There you go.
And then obviously she has that little, would love to spend a day with the Wests.
Oh, mate, it'd be one of the most interesting days you could ever have, I'll tell you that.
Good fun.
It wouldn't get more interesting.
All right, we're going to wrap this up now. Have a lovely week, guys. And we're about to film a Who's Punching episode, so watch that one. We've been cooking with the Who's Punchings lately. I've been loving the episodes, and I reckon today's will be good too. So have a lovely week, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.